Hey everyone, so today's video is long overdue. I want to talk to you about Newsround. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail about its history. I find the history of the programme very fascinating. It was originally John Craven's Newsround, that's what it was originally called. Of course, presented by John Craven, and then over the years, once John Craven was no longer part of it, in that way it became Newsround. And it's always been Newsround for as long as I've remembered it, of course. I started watching it, I believe, when I was about 9 or 10, possibly. But it wasn't until about 2007, 2008 when I realised the impact it had on me. Now, I'll be honest, in 2008 I was 16, a little older than the target audience. It's on CBBC, so the target audience is kind of 7 to 12, 14. The target audience of CBBC really does vary sometimes. And I mean, it's a news programme for kids, but it's a case of how can you give the same news information to a 7-year-old that you can to a 14-year-old for them to both understand it, for you to put it in layman's terms, but without dumbing it down too much for the older kids to think, well, this is just stupid. And what news information do you have? It's a very challenging concept and something very hard to think about, but Newsround have done it absolutely perfectly. They always know the right information to deliver. They always know how much depth to go into, what language to use, what language works, and how to get a healthy balance for younger, slightly younger kids to the slightly sort of approaching teens into their teens as well. A lot of the stories you'll find on there are actually news stories. They're not like celebrity gossip, I mean, you'll have like latest film releases or an interview with a film producer or whatever. Obviously the films that are targeted for kids, you wouldn't have one with one that's rated 18. You'd have one that's 12 or PG. But they do have a lot of basic news stories. They cover a lot of the sport, by which I don't mean football, but I mean, for example, the Olympics, or if a new world record's been broken for running or something, they'll cover that. What else? Literally everything. Special discoveries, like for example, I can't remember this because I didn't watch it at the time, but I imagine when Sally the sheep was cloned. Sally? Her name was Sally? I think it was. The sheep, when that sheep was cloned, I imagine they would have covered that sort of story. If the largest building in the world just been finished being erected, they'd cover that. Or if a building's just been destroyed, not from terrorism, but from like refurbishment, they'd mention that. Or if a new art centre's been opened, they'd be mentioning that. They also have press packers, who are youths who go and explore these things further, which I think is a great concept. What I also love about Newsround is the website. The website is, I imagine it's bbc.co.uk/CBBC/Newsround, but I'll put a link in the below bar for you to go and check that out. And on there you can be part of it. I did it up until the age I was allowed to. There's a certain cut-off age where you're not allowed to no longer be part of it, and I'm a bit too old now. But on there you can basically write your own articles. There's tutorials, fun, brightly coloured tutorials for how to become a journalist, what steps to take, how to practice, how to interview people, note-taking, what sort of stories to look out for, how print and broadcast, how tabloid and broadcast vary, and loads of little information in bite-sized chunks for the kids to understand. And you can also write on there, and there's chances to get your writing featured on main parts of the website and things. It's very fun and very interactive. There are different games and levels and quizzes about journalism which allow you to receive points and rewards and things on the website, which is really great fun. I really do miss it and I love it so much. I spent a lot of time on there. It was fantastic. So it is very much about introducing children to the world of news and the world of journalism. And it's just, I couldn't ask for anything better. Oh, how have I not mentioned this yet? Yes, the main presenter of the show at the time for me was Ellie Crisell. Ellie no longer does Newsround. It's Leah Boleto and Leah Gooding, and I think there's somebody else as well. But Ellie for me was the main person, and she reinforced my love for my career, my TV and journalism career. She reinforced that through Newsround. So I cannot be more thankful to her for that. That's absolutely sensational. If it wasn't for her, I may just be still sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Also her father lectures at the university I'm at, which is absolutely awesome. I haven't seen him. I keep walking past his room and he's never in. I know that sounds really stalkerish, but I have to walk past his room to get to my class. And he's never there, which is a shame. But yeah, so thank you, Ellie. Newsround, I absolutely still love it. I still catch it when I can. It's not on as much as it used to be, I don't think. I don't know if that's because of budgeting or just people haven't been watching it. I really don't know. But I really love it. If you haven't seen it before, go and check it out. YouTube it. There are loads of Ellie clips of Newsround on YouTube. There are loads and loads of different things on there, so there's definitely going to be something for you to enjoy. Please feel free to leave comments and let me know your thoughts on this or anything else. And that's it for just now, so I'll see you all next time. Bye!